Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now? Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars. My name is Kale. I'm a... Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine. Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful. Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but...
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If on the off chance... So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests, in hopes of asking that incense typically has no effect on most people. But for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol log.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have...
Yes, Master Tainari. Wait, hold on a second.
Sure. Let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise, based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that if you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to the rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazard. For now, I suggest you continue. Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? But Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon... Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's... What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already... Oh, Paimon gets it now. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going... But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly.
We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see your right hand. But please remember that...
Yes, I...
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time.
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, and if you're feeling up to it...
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there!
Yes, you can...
So, Kale, what did Tighnari mention cleaning the statue just now? But...
Well, a forest ranger's responsibility. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads. As for Master, today we can perform... Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk.
Nothing wrong with these 2 lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little no problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the 7 is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you... Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach... by the way, Kale, do you know anything about the
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living forever. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found to celebrate the reinstatement of the...
Uh-huh. Then what?
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too...
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Because you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call if you ask me. Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of outright...
Sorry.
So,
Well, after I returned to in one letter, I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been...
so...
Yep, so please know that I wish I could tell you...
That's alright. You've...
Oh, So that's why you're here.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all.
Alright, you both have my thanks.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kus? The name does seem to fit this. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up.
must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything.
I prepared a nice portable dish that no, not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon, those pitas are amazing! Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to...
You really know how to compliment. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe.
Yay!
Oh!
So, Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem... I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually... Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position, but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems your Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pocket.
Really? Paimon... Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kale... Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale.
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh,
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe...
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to...
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness, Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been...
So, Tainari...
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue. So just to clarify, well, because and honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her, but she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with
Right. Ever since she was a child...
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hard... At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, in its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and...
What?
It appears you already are familiar with them. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were... Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to...
Oh, Paimon had no...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday.
She doesn't need to...
Well, Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any...
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious, though I must admit she was interested in the work of the... Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. All right, now that I've told you about...
Yeah, we've...
All right, but I must warn you.
No problem.
Let's go then. We'll...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are...
Nilote palalotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilote palalotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should know... There should be Nilote palalotuses growing somewhere in this area. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilote palalotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey, Tainari! We found the...
Let me have a look. I'm glad you two came...
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name!
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the other. Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you...
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. Can you tell me...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading.
Okay, I understand.
Wait, Tainari!
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru range. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. As Amir said, only someone with a...
That's right. If any of the 4, only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. but you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a
Seems the rumors about you were true then. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make it. Stop. Don't move any further. Look there.
Huh? Where? Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of...
That is the Withering. All right, Traveler. We're gonna have to enter that Withering zone. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself, even with elemental powers. Once you step inside... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering zone.
Illusion shattered! Absurd! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Off we go!
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
In the morning. I'm going in!
This is order.
Illusion shattered!
Time to go.
Shine down!
Now! Destroy the tumor of the Withering!
It always rains when I go on an adventure.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes. Thanks to you two.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which Withering zones appear has been increasing. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering zone, this presents a crisis for the... And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering zones have started to increase, Kale's...
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received... No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows down. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient. The Dendro Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that and as for the withering, its emergence, that's right. My ancestors learned of. I'm afraid we rangers will. All right, that's.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it...
The withering zone you reported has been taken. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first
Oh, her? How come...
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us.
What? You mean she's been sitting...
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time, needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Let's find out. Here, So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But, wait,
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with. Now, after seeing you in action with my own. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead.
that sounds nice and all, but...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that, please, wait. Here, take these. Also, here's a letter that I would like. No,